This video is solely for the purpose of helping you plan the most magical Disney World vacation possible. If you are not interested in Disney or magical hotels or magical fun in a theme park or magic or fun, then this video is not for you. Disney has a way of making every hotel on property look like it's the best hotel when you're looking at the reservations website, so it can be very hard to decide which hotel to choose for your family's vacation. As we learned from our Worst Hotels episode, getting the inside scoop from fellow AllEars viewers can help you avoid disaster where your hotel choice is concerned. Today, we're going to flip the discussion from worst to best. Everything you're about to hear is 100% about getting the most magic for your buck out of your stay on a Disney property. Hey everybody, it's Chris for AllEars TV and AllEars.net. Today, we're talking about the best hotels in Walt Disney World according to our viewers. That's right, we went straight to the real experts once again, and this list comes from reviews posted on AllEars.net by our viewers. Yes, we're talking about you. Starting off our list of the best hotels with the best value resort with a rating of 8.29 is Art of Animation. Opening in phases from May 2012 through September 2012, the Art of Animation Resort is located in the area that was originally planned to be the Legendary Years section of Pop Century, an abandoned portion of that hotel that was supposed to feature theming based on the 1920s through the 1940s. Art of Animation opened in its place, with the design taking inspiration from Disney and Pixar films, including The Little Mermaid, Finding Nemo, The Lion King, and Cars. The feature pool, called the Big Blue Pool in the Finding Nemo wing of the resort, is currently the largest swimming pool at a Walt Disney World resort outside of the water parks. There's also a dry play area called Squirt's Righteous Reef, an area that I don't have a lot of opinions on, but it's really fun to say. Let's check in with an AllEars review to find out more about why you chose this as the best value resort on Disney property.
Metallic Splinter says, the theming is fun throughout the resort grounds, pools, and rooms, making for some great photos and really immerses you in Disney. Being a Skyliner resort also gives the advantage for quick transportation to Epcot and Hollywood Studios. The food court is great with plenty of varied and delicious options, but you also have the option to hop to the many fantastic restaurants on the Skyliner loop. The Waterview rooms can give you some beautiful views of Hourglass Lake, the Skyliner, and Pop Century Resort.
I have always wanted to stay here. The Lion King family suites look so cool. It's definitely on my bucket list to stay here with my family.
So this resort is bucket list status for our staff, and your peers gave it the highest rating of all the value resorts on property. But is this the right hotel for you and your family? Well, it has incredible immersive theming with value resort pricing. At the same time, it's more expensive than the Pop Century and All-Star resorts, so if you're on a very strict budget, you may be better off checking out the prices next door. Also, if you're planning an adults-only vacation, unless theming is really your thing, you may find yourself wishing for a room that is slightly less whimsical after your day in the parks.
Art of Animation is our home resort. It's our favorite. We stayed in Mermaid, Nemo, and Cars. Haven't done Lion King yet just because it didn't line up. But the Cars land, if you have a kid that loves cars, it's its own little theme park and you can take pictures on all the cars. It's amazing.
So the Art of Animation theming is really cool. I think it's nice and over the top, especially if you're bringing kids with you to the parks. However, if you're looking for like a romantic getaway or something for a honeymoon, might want to steer clear.
But for those of us who do have children, this hotel boasts exclusive room configurations along with that unique theming that your family may love. An AllEars reviewer named JCricket123 raved, "We love this resort for the expansive side and its accommodations as well as the theming. It has it all with room to stretch out for everyone. The comfort of having privacy with a master and 2 full-sized bathrooms was the best after a long day in the parks. Walking the grounds was fun to explore for everyone."
I stayed here for a girls' weekend with some of my friends and it was awesome. All 6 of us could sleep comfortably without needing 2 different hotel rooms, plus the Skyliner was excellent for going to Epcot for the Food and Wine Festival.
Molly brings up a great point that this is one of the few hotels that can accommodate up to 6 guests in a room. The pros: immersive theming in spacious rooms, value resort pricing, Skyliner resort. Cons: some might prefer more subdued theming, more expensive than Pop Century and All-Star resorts. Rooms facing the big blue pool may be noisy. Next on our list of best Disney hotels with the best moderate resort with a rating of 9.03 is Port Orleans French Quarter. Opened on May 17, 1991, this resort is themed after the heart and soul of New Orleans and the French Quarter, with all kinds of very cool Mardi Gras themed decor. The sister hotel to the adjacent Port Orleans Riverside sits on the Sassagoula River, which connects to Disney Springs. More intimate than the other moderate resorts, the Port Orleans French Quarter has 1,008 rooms spread out between 7 three-story buildings. The resort's pool, the Bloom Lagoon, is located at the back of the resort overlooking the Sassagoula River and features a giant sea serpent slide. To find out why you picked this as your favorite moderate resort, let's check in with one of your All Ears reviews.
Ryan Lamont says, this quaint resort is wonderful. My wife and I stayed here in May of 2019. This was my first time visiting Walt Disney World, so Port Orleans French Quarter will always hold a special place in my heart. Between the Mardi Gras, Scat Cats, and the food court, you better come hungry and thirsty for those older than 21. The poolside is so much fun. You can easily get on the boat and have a date night at Disney Springs.
Another reviewer named Tyler Melissa said, we have stayed here twice in the past year and it's the best. Theming is seamless from the lobby to the loo. Walking to transportation is under 5 minutes regardless of where you are on property. There are features here that you can't find elsewhere in Disney World, the beignets being one, and the best of those being the option to take the boat to Disney Springs. I guess this date night boat ride to Disney Springs is pretty common, and honestly, it sounds really nice about now.
Stay here for the greatest Disney snack, maybe at any park. Those beignets are unbelievable. They're made to order. They put them in a bag, and they are so good.
One word, beignets. I'm literally drooling thinking about it now.
My family stayed here, and it's one of those great balanced resorts where a family with children or adults on a getaway can be equally satisfied. But is this practically perfect sounding resort the perfect one for your family? Well, we did hear one major drawback in your reviews that could be a deal breaker for some of you. A reviewer named MaxiMouse17 explained, we often had to wait 30 minutes after the parks closed before a bus came to bring us back. That certainly doesn't sound ideal. Then again, you'll find that Disney's complimentary transportation does have its good and bad days. So if this is a problem you've had at this resort, be sure to weigh it over at AllEars.net so we can track if this is a big problem for a lot of people. Let's take a look at the pros and cons. The pros. Smaller hotel equals closer walk to transportation. Moderate resort pricing. A magical boat to Disney Springs. Bonus pro, beignets. The cons. More expensive than other moderate resorts. No designated quiet pool. You sometimes share a bus line with Port Orleans Riverside. Bonus con. You'll spend all your extra money on beignets.
Do I have something on my face?
Next on our list of the best Disney hotels with the best deluxe resort with an All Ears rating of 9.13 is Wilderness Lodge. This 728-room lakeside deluxe resort opened on May of 1994 and is modeled after the historic Old Faithful Lodge in Yellowstone National Park, and it is by far one of the most elaborately and extensively themed resorts on property. The lobby will take your breath away, complete with an 80-foot tall fireplace and rocking chairs, hidden Mickeys, totem poles, wood carvings, teepee chandeliers, and an awe-inspiring 8-story tall grand lobby.
This is one of my favorite resorts. I absolutely love the theming, including the fact that there's a stream literally in the lobby that flows down, and that's what creates the pool. Plus, Geyser Point is a fabulous place to sit waterside, grab a light bite and a cocktail. Doesn't get any better than that.
I'm an enormous fan of the Wilderness Lodge, mainly because of the train room, and I love trains. So if you have an interest in trains, and specifically the history of trains around why Walt Disney loved trains and all of the places trains appear in the theme parks, stay at the Wilderness Lodge. Also, if you like rustic things.
Located in the Magic Kingdom Resort, that park is a short boat ride away. But you could honestly have a dream vacation checking into this resort and never stepping foot in a park. It is truly that incredible. Let's get some more insight from one of our All Ears reviewers.
J.K. Johnson, 1983 says, literally my favorite resort on property. If I could stay here every time, I would for sure. From the location to the dining to the recreation, you will not be disappointed. The cast members are outstanding as well.
I totally understand why Wilderness Lodge is this far up on the list. It is one of the few resorts where I feel like you truly do not feel like you are at a theme park. It has the relaxing environment, the amazing theming, and honestly, it deserves to be this far up for that incredible fireplace in the lobby alone.
This is all very high praise, but there's got to be something wrong with this place, right? Anyone?
Wilderness Lodge is a favorite for many, and I do really like the theming, but my family stayed there one time and we actually switched hotels because the ceilings were so low in the rooms that we got pretty claustrophobic. Now we're pretty tall, but that's something to be aware of if you're gonna stay there.
All right, that's a literal heads up to my tall friends, but there were a few more bits of criticism in some of your reviews. An anonymous reviewer said, transportation to Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom can be a while. While a reviewer named Savannah pointed out, not on monorail. While this resort is so close to the Magic Kingdom you can sometimes see the fireworks over the trees, transportation can take a bit longer from here than the monorail resorts around Magic Kingdom. The pros: incredibly beautiful and immersive. Close to Magic Kingdom, sophisticated and luxurious. The cons: very expensive. Far from the other parks, no monorail. So now the big question. Were your opinions expressed in today's episode? Did your favorite hotel get left off this list, or did we name your least favorite hotels as one of the best? Tell us what you think in the comments below. Then head over to AllEars.net and leave your own reviews of this resort or any resorts on property you love or wish you loved more. At the end of the day, your opinions are all that matter to us, and who knows, your review might just make it into a future episode. If you liked this video, please go ahead and click that thumbs up. Be sure to stay tuned to All Ears TV and AllEars.net for more Disney news. Follow us on Instagram at AllEars.net. New to the channel? Check out our other All Ears videos right here. And please subscribe to AllEars.net. You gotta clang that little notification bell so you immediately get notified when we post a new video. This is Chris for All Ears TV. See you next time.